All right, let's get right into it. There's something hiding in plain sight in Japan's professional world. A massive, billion-dollar opportunity that, honestly, almost nobody is talking about. So today, we're going to pull back that curtain.
So you're probably wondering, what is this massive, untapped potential we're talking about? Well, it's not some flashy new tech or a groundbreaking gadget. Nope, it's something way more fundamental.
It's basically an invisible wall. Yeah, a huge barrier that's keeping two super valuable groups apart. You've got Japan's own incredible local talent on one side, and on the other, this growing wave of global digital nomads who are flocking to the country. And look, this isn't just some, oh, it'd be nice if they talked more kind of thing. No way. This disconnect, it has a real, tangible cost. We're talking about a price Japan is paying every single day in lost innovation, lost growth, and just lost economic potential.
Okay, so let's break this down. Let's really define what this problem looks like. We're calling it Japan's Great Disconnect.
So here's the heart of the issue, the main pain point. There's this validated, proven separation between Japanese professionals and the digital nomads coming in. It's because of these geographic and community barriers. They just don't let the two groups interact in any real, meaningful way. And get this, the confidence score that this is a legitimate, serious problem, it's a whopping 8.5 out of 10. That's high.
I love this visual because it just lays it all out so clearly. On one side, you've got this incredible pool of local Japanese talent, right? People with deep, deep knowledge of the culture, the market, everything. Then over on the other side, you have these global nomads bringing in all these fresh perspectives and brand new skills. And what's in the middle? A giant gap, a chasm really. That's the missed opportunity for collaboration, for innovation, for real change. Okay, but you might be thinking, is this for real, or is it just a nice theory? Well, I'm glad you asked, because the evidence is pretty overwhelming. Let's dig into the proof.
And when I say overwhelming, I mean it. The source material for this explainer found not 5, not 10, but 20 different pieces of evidence that prove this disconnect is real. 20. And these aren't just from one place. We're talking signals from the government, from big companies, and from online communities, all pointing to the exact same problem.
And this quote right here, wow, it really hits home because it shows the human side of this. It sums up what people are saying online. You have these digital nomads who are so excited to be in Japan, ready to contribute, and then, bam, they get hammered by bureaucracy, just lost in an administrative maze. And by the time they figure all that out, that golden window to connect with local pros, it's gone. It's just vanished.
You know, what's really fascinating and kind of ironic is that some of the best proof of the problem comes from all the attempts to solve it. Think about it. When you see award-winning projects popping up just to connect city workers with rural workers, that tells you something, right? Or when a city like Nagasaki gets over 600 applicants for a program to connect with nomads, that shows you how hungry people are for this connection because it's not happening naturally. Even global companies hiring Japanese community managers, that's basically them saying, hey, we know there's a gap here and we need to pay someone to build a bridge.
And it's super important to remember this isn't the same everywhere. This quote from a Reddit comment really nails it. Wake up, Japan is a different country depending on where you are. The experience you'll have in a massive, connected hub like Tokyo is a world away from what it's like if you're in a more rural, isolated area. And that geographic divide, it is a huge, huge part of this whole disconnect.
All right, so we've established the problem. It's clear, it's validated, and it's costing Japan big time. So the natural next question is, what do we do about it? How do we actually connect the unconnected?
The proposed solution is, at its core, pretty simple, but also incredibly powerful. It's all about creating a nationwide network of co-working spaces. But, and this is the key part, these aren't just places with desks and Wi-Fi. They're designed to be intentional hubs, places built specifically to bridge that physical and social gap between local professionals and global nomads.
So, how would this actually work? Well, it's a three-step process. Step 1, you link up all these physical co-working spaces, creating a seamless web that stretches from downtown Tokyo all the way out to the most remote towns. Step 2, you light a fire under that network by launching targeted hackathons. These intense collaborative events that basically force these two groups to get in a room and solve problems together. And then step 3, the magic part, you take the best ideas from those hackathons and help them grow into real, long-term, community-led projects that actually make a difference.
Okay, so a great idea is one thing, but how does it stack up against what's already out there? Let's take a look at the competition and see where a network like this would actually fit in. Right now, the market is just all over the place. It's totally fragmented. You've got these massive global players who only care about scale, and then you have these simple booking platforms that are, let's be honest, just fancy real estate agents for desks. What's missing? Nobody, and I mean nobody, is focused on the one thing that really matters here: deep, meaningful, local integration.
This chart really tells the whole story. Just look at the players. You have Impact Hub, great for social impact, but it's all hub-based, not a true national network. You have Nomad List, which is awesome for finding info, but its local focus is pretty surface level. Then there's FlexDesk, which is just for corporate clients. But now look at the proposed Co-working Japan network. The goal, local integration and social impact. The focus, deep, from the biggest city to the smallest town. The driver, actual collaboration through hackathons and projects. It's playing a totally different game.
So when you boil it all down, what's the secret sauce? What's the unique value here? It's that laser focus on the actual fabric of Japan's regions. This isn't just about renting out desks. It's about fundamentally weaving these two powerful communities together to create real, tangible, lasting social change.
Okay, so let's recap where we are. We've got the problem, we've got the proof, we have a solution, and we know where it fits in the market. Now for the big finale, the billion-dollar question. Literally, just how big is this opportunity in terms of cold, hard cash?
First up, let's look at the whole pie. This is what's called the Total Addressable Market, or TAM. It's basically everyone who could possibly be a customer. We're talking the entire co-working market, plus event spending, plus freelancer spending, the whole shebang. And that total market size? A mind-blowing 171 billion yen. That's over 1.1 billion with a B US dollars. That's the absolute maximum potential.
Okay, that's the whole pie. But you can't eat it all at once, right? So let's get more realistic. This next number is the Serviceable Available Market, the SAM. Think of it as the slice of that giant pie that this specific network can actually go after. And that slice is still huge. We're talking 34 billion yen, which is around $227 million.
And finally, we get to the most important number for any startup or new project, the SOM, or Serviceable Obtainable Market. This is the goal. This is the piece of that slice that's realistically achievable in the first 3 years. And what's the number? 855 million yen, or almost 6 million bucks. Now that is a tangible, believable, and very, very exciting goal to shoot for.
So let's put a bow on this. Here are the key takeaways. 1. Japan has a real, proven, and costly disconnect. 2. A network built for deep local integration is the obvious answer. 3. There's a perfect, ready-made gap in the market for this. And 4. The size of the prize? It's a billion-dollar opportunity. Simple as that.
And all of this leaves us with one last big question that I want you to think about. How much pure potential, how much game-changing innovation is Japan just leaving on the table, day after day, because this disconnect exists? And really, what's it going to take to finally tear down that invisible wall and connect the unconnected?